Hello everyone, I am Shruti Agarwal and today we are going to discuss about few more widgets, that is menu widget, dialog box and message box. So let's start with first widget, that is menu widget. But before that, let's understand what is menu. So as you can see on the screen top, we have file, edit, search, source, run. All these are nothing but the menus that we are providing. The bar on which this menu is provided is menu bar. And then once you click on the particular menu, here we are getting the menu item, that is save as, save copy as, etc. These all are the menu items. Now, here we have created a class with name myMenuDemo. Then we have defined a constructor in which we are creating a menu bar. For creating a menu bar, we have to create the object of menu bar class. Then this menu bar should be attached to the root window using config method. So here by using config method, we are attaching this menu bar with root window. Now, here we have self.file menu is equals to menu root trade-off is equals to 1. So this trade-off value can be either 0 or 1. When the option is 1, the menu can be torn off. That means that menu will be having at the very first position as dashed line. And once you will click on that dashed line, that options will be torn off. How we'll see. And if let's say you will keep the steer off at 0, then the very first menu item will take the position 0. So next is, now we have to add the different menu items on particular menu bar. So first menu we have created here, the object is file menu. Now in this file menu object, we are now adding the different menu items. For that we need add command function. This add command function is taking the label of different menu items. That is, let's say I want to add new, open, save on the very first menu with object file menu, and command, that means action that I need to be performed should be do nothing. So this do nothing is defined here. As you can see, this do nothing is what we have done in this. We have just written the past. That means it will do nothing. Now what we have done, we have added one separator, and with that separator, after that separator, we have added one more element in it, that is label. That label name is exit, and what it will do, it will destroy the root. Once it will be clicked, it will destroy the root. Now we have add cascade function. What it is doing actually, it is giving a particular label to every item that we have added in file menu object. So everything will be given the label as file. After that, we have created one more menu, that is with the object name edit menu. Again, we have given the trade-off 0. And then we have, in the same way, we have added the different objects in it, and it is performing nothing. And then in the same way, we have cascaded it. After that, here we are creating the object, creating the root window, and then we are giving the title to that root window as a menu example. And then here we are creating the object of our class, this class which we have defined now, and giving the geometry to that particular root window, that it should be of 600 cross 350 size window. Then we are running it in the main loop. Let's execute the program and see the output. Okay. So as you can see the output, here we have one file menu, one edit menu. This file menu is having new, open, save. This edit menu is having cut, copy, paste. Obviously, if you click on this, as we have shown that do nothing, it is doing nothing. But if we click on exit, it will come out of it. Why? Because with exit, we are destroying the root. Now let's try it with trade-off 1. So if we'll try it with trade-off 1, here you can see a dashed line. If we'll dash this line, if we click on this dashed line, it will turn it off. So this is what is the value of trade-off. So generally we keep it 0. Now, to give the particular functionality to every button, we can define our command in that way. We can specify here some particular function that can open some dialog box for us, from where we can select some file and do some operations. So this is all about your menu bar. Next one we have to discuss is a dialog box. A small program on dialog box. So what it is doing, how to access a dialog box. What we are doing, we are basically asking machine to open a dialog box and select a file from it, read the name of that file and print that file. So what we are doing is, we are actually creating a button for that. To that button, we have given the text with name file open. And then we are giving the command to run callback function. How this callback function, what this callback function will do, it will actually ask for the name of that particular file that we'll click on, and then it will return that name to this particular variable and it will print that particular name. And then this pack is nothing but a layout manager that can have fill or side. Here we have used fill, and we are filling it across the x-axis. Let's execute it. Okay, so as you can see the window here, it is giving me one button with name file open. If I click on this file open, it is giving me some options here. Let's say if I'm clicking on any particular option, then I'm clicking on open. Here it is printing the name of that particular file that I have clicked. In the same way, there is one more program to explain the dialog box. Here, what do I need is, I just need to all the Python files with .py extension to be shown. And if I click on any particular Python file, it should be read only, and then it should print all the content which is existing inside that Python file. So for that, what we have done here is, again, we have imported the basic libraries. Then we have created a root window of a particular size, and then we have created here a button, and the button text is open. The command is that we are actually executing open file function. What this open file function is doing here is, okay, before that we have implemented ask open file name. Here we are implementing the function ask open file. What is the difference? Ask open file name will return the file name. Ask open file function will ask for the mode in which I want to open the file, the file type. Here, let's say I am specifying I want to open Python files, that too with .py extension. And then if the file is not none, that means if the file has something, in that case, it should be read and saved in the content, and this content should be printed. This is what we are expecting. And finally, we are adding that button by using this pack function. Here we are using side attribute of that pack function. So we are expecting the button to be displayed on top. Let's execute and see the output. This is of previous program. Okay, so this is the output. So as you can see here, we are getting an open function here, open button here, and then once we click on this particular button, one dialog box is open, and it is showing me only the files with .py extension. Let's say I am clicking on any particular file. In that case, Okay, so here it has printed the content of that particular file. In the very first file, we had this much content. In the second file, we had this much content. So it is displaying the same here. Now, let's move on to message box. So what is the message box? A small pop-up box that is showing us some message. So we'll start from creating the button. Let's say I'm creating button with name quit, and I'm calling it by using callback. I'm passing the event of callback function. What is existing in the callback function? Callback function is saying verify really quit. So if that is true, then what it will show? Not yet implemented. Okay, let's execute it and see. If the person will press yes, then it will return not yet implemented, and if the person will click on no, it will show you the message of quit has been cancelled. In the same way, we have created another button with name answer, and this answer button is calling this answer function. And what it is doing, it is showing you a message that is sorry, no answer is available. Let's execute and see. Okay, this is quit and answer. Let's say if I'll click on quit. So what it is asking, it is asking a message that whether you really want to quit, really quit message. Then if it is verified, if let's say I'll press yes, then it will give me a message not yet implemented. Let's say if I'll go to quit and I'll click on no, it will show me quit has been cancelled. In the same way, if I'll click on answer, it will show me sorry, no answer available. So this is all about message box. The only thing you have to take care is you have to import the required modules and libraries for the same. So this is all about the widgets in Tkinter. You can try off other widgets also. It also will be implemented in the same similar way. Thank you.